Okay, I like volunteering because it gives me the chance to meet people and help out people. And I'm just a person that is a person people. I work well with people. I've been volunteering in my home city with a lot of sports events. And so I just want to keep on volunteering with international events. And that's just my nature. I like to volunteer and help out. I can't remember. Volunteering is just what I do all the time. And it's because I like to help people. And this is a way of meeting people. Well, they're all interesting experiences. It's very hard to pinpoint them. Like, especially here, with the Paralympics, I met a man and his wife that we didn't share names, but they always can see my name, so that's easy for them. But I know he's from Austria, and he was here last week, and he came to the center, and I got to talking with him and his wife because they were standing just outside, and he started talking about his daughter that was in events and had participated, and every time she participated, she never won a medal, and she was always in 4th place. I says, "Don't worry, it will come, it will come." So this morning, I am at the Paralympic Village, and this man comes because he saw me outside where I was working at the Welcome Center, and he comes to me and he says, "She won a medal today." I says, "See?" So Austria finally has a medal, and he explained to me his daughter is visually impaired and his son is her guide. So I congratulated him. I said, "See, now you finally got the medal." And they were so happy that they finally got a medal. So that for me was a very, very happy experience because I had met him before and he said, "We never get further than 4th place, no matter what." So today he has a medal for his daughter. So that was a very good experience. I just want to add to that. Also, the other day, Kazakhstan has been in the Paralympics for a while. And when I first met the chef de mission for Kazakhstan, they had the one athlete and they didn't think they would amount to anything. She was in 16th place, and finally the other night they won their first medal from all the times that they have been participating in the Paralympic Games. So that's a big event, and now they feel that their country will put in more money into the sports events. So it's their first medal in I don't know how many hundreds of years that they've been participating. He said in a long, long time that they have first medal now. So that being part of that is, you can't describe that as a memory because I talked with them now for a couple of weeks and met them, and I feel like it's family, and you're so happy about the event.
I guess my stories are not as exciting as Paulette's. I cannot say I was there for medals and all that, but one thing that I want to bring back is meeting a lot of new friends, a lot of new understanding of different cultures through different volunteers from all over the world, exchanging our different interests and gaining the contacts and from both games, and it's a bigger family. And also to assist with more so in the paras, some athletes that require some transportation needs, and to see them in need and to see them get transported to the right place, and just a happiness when things worked out for them. And that's just one of the little things that just brings happiness and the smile that they have. No gold medal, no nothing, but it's just a smile, and you know you did something right to make them happy.
What position?
For para, I was NPC. Yes.
National Paralympic Assistant.
I was assistant. Yes.
Not that dissimilar from these two, but I'll try and put a slightly different spin on it or angle to it. So, I mean, I work in I've worked in international finance, big American investment banks all my life, quite stressful and structured work. So coming out to volunteer for me is like a breath of fresh air because, it's something that I can do that's different from my normal day job. And it's all about meeting interesting people whether it's the other volunteers you work with, or whether it's the delegations, the athletes, or even the spectators, because you do interact with the spectators as well. And it's all those lovely stories that, you build up every day. We talk, we go back to our rooms, we talk about what's happened in our days, and we all have exciting stories to share. Some of them quite strange. But, a lot of it is about helping the athletes, particularly in the role that we do, which is National Paralympic Committee assistants. So we get assigned to a country delegation, and part of our job is to make sure that athletes are as comfortable in the village as possible, so that, all the stress is taken away from them and they can focus on doing the best in their competition. And it's that, being very privileged and also very proud of playing a small part in helping the athletes perform. And just the overall success of the event as well, and knowing that we played a very small part in that is incredibly, it's a great honor to be part of that, I think. I'm just trying to think of a specific story to share. I think I was telling someone over dinner when we stayed in Samchuk. It's staying with a bunch of guys who are in university. For a guy like me who's has a bit of grey hair and a grey beard, it's quite refreshing to share experiences and talk about politics and religion and the world affairs, and just getting an insight into the millenniums, way of thinking, and in a country that is not your own, so a different culture. And I have to mention the food as well, because I have actually really enjoyed the food. And I've been here 7 weeks and I haven't had a cold, and I think a large part of that is because I've been eating kimchi every day. So yeah, I'm just terribly privileged and honored to be part of the volunteer movement.
So I was also an NOC assistant in the Olympics and an PC assistant during the Paralympics in Korea. So I guess one of the things I really enjoyed is just working as a team, the camaraderie that comes through teamwork and working together to solve problems and get tasks done. In my regular job, often I worked in isolation, and so it was actually really refreshing to work as a team, and all the camaraderie that comes with that, and making new friends, because you're very close to people. You're seeing the same people every day. You're working with them. You're sleeping in the same room with them, you're eating with them, you're on the bus with them. So, you're seeing, in a very, very short time, you can develop some really good relationships, and the relationships that might take a lot longer in regular life. There's a lot of satisfaction, personal satisfaction, that comes from contributing to a bigger goal. So even though my part was sometimes just a very, very small part, and sometimes you were doing very menial work, you always try to remember the big picture and how important your role really is. And I was always fascinated when I talked to somebody else in a different role, and I'd learn about a completely different job I never even knew existed, and realize how many different parts there are, and what a large, complex machine it is, and to how it all somehow, I don't know how, all works together, and there's a satisfaction from being part of that. Also, there's a lot of satisfaction in problem solving. In the role as a NOC or MPC assistant, you had no idea what was going to come up in a day. There might be some things that you would do every day, but every day there would be something unexpected, and something you couldn't even dream of would happen, and it would be a problem, and you'd have to try and figure out how you would solve it. So yeah, and I could just say a little bit about the job I had before at the Olympics, because it was completely different. I worked in sports at the ski jump, so the experience was quite different, and the things I enjoyed were quite different. So it was a very physical job, and I enjoyed the exercise that came with it, and being out in the physical environment on the ski hill, which was very invigorating. You were on a steep slope all the time you were working, and you had a fantastic view, and you were right in the middle of everything, and in the elements. Didn't matter what the weather was, and at the end of the day, you were physically tired, but you always felt like, you know, I've done something.
Can I just add, you have here 3 NPCs, okay? And I am a volunteer differently. And no. You're with a team. It's a little different way of working. So they're involved with a team. And I was involved for the Olympics in EVS, Event Services. And for the Paralympics, I was arrivals and departures information at the Welcome Center. So what I did was a little different because they were volunteering with a team, and we saw everybody before they saw them. So it's you have an idea from the 3 of doing the same type of job compared, but we're all volunteers. I'm not saying you're not volunteers. That's not what I meant. It was just different.
예, 저는 진료실 에피소드 하나 말씀드리겠습니다. 어제 이제 우리나라 스키 선수 신의연 선수가 진료실에 들어오셨어요. 그분은 저희 진료실에 거의 매일 오셔서 저희가 경기에 대해서도 일정도 다 알고 있고 결과도 미리 찾아놓는 편이었습니다. 근데 어제는 사실 5위를 하고 오셨었어요. 종목이 2개인 선수라서 거의 매일 경기를 하고 계셨고, 일요일에는 사실 동메달을 따신 분이셨어요. 지난 일요일에는. 그런데 그 매일매일 경기를 하시면서 54.2km를 스키로 타는 굉장한 분이셨는데, 그날 5등을 해서 조금 속이 상한 상태셨습니다. 그래서 메달을 기대했던 종목이라서 너무 저희가 공감이 됐어요. 그래서 침 치료를 해드리면서 많이 기분도 치료해드릴 수 있도록 노력을 했습니다. 그래서 어깨 부분 통증은 많이 감소가 되셨고요. 나중에 재밌는 얘기도 많이 하시면서 기분도 좋아지셨어요.
And his mood got better.
Yeah, his pain was reduced. So I said to him, "You did a good job. You are best player." Yeah, I speak continuously. So his feeling was, I will try. 네, 그리고 마지막에는 기분이 좋아지셔서 본인을 응원해 주셨던 강릉 초등학교 3학년 학생들에게 동영상 메시지도 촬영해서 보내주시고 결국은 기분 좋게 진료실에 나서셨습니다. 사실 그분은 그러니까 일주일 동안 54.2km를 뛴다는 건 엄청난 체력 소모였기 때문에 엄청 노력을 많이 하시고 애를 많이 쓰신 분이셨어요. 그랬던 그분이 체력이 고갈이 될 법한데도 결국 우리나라 패럴림픽 역사상 처음으로 오늘 금메달을 따셨습니다. 그분의 노력과 그런 것들이지만 조금이라도 도움이 될 수 있어서 너무 행복한 하루였습니다. 네. 하나만 더 말씀을 드리면, 저희는 팀이에요. 저 혼자 있는 게 아니고. 근데 올림픽 때 체코 스키 선수를 치료를 해드렸어요. 그분이 이제 침 치료가 익숙치 않은 분이셨는데 침 치료랑 추나 치료를 받으시고 너무 효과가 좋으셨던 것 같습니다. 그리고 돌아가셨는데 이제 그때 치료해준 의사분에게 체코에 자기 집으로 놀러 오라고 너무 감사했다고 메일을 보내주셨어요. 그래서 그것도 너무 행복한 일이었다고 말씀 부탁드립니다.
제가 어떤 언어에 대한 도전에 대해서 굉장한 자신감이 붙었던 것입니다. 처음에 저는 자원봉사 홈페이지를 통해서 올림픽에도 참가하고 싶어서 올림픽과 올림픽과 패럴림픽 같이 참여하고 싶다고 지원서를 작성하게 됐는데 그 지원서를 작성하는 데 보면은 자기의 언어 실력을 체크하는 곳이 있었어요. 근데 처음에 저는 이제 제가 사는 지역도 그렇고 제 주변에는 외국인이 많이 없다 보니까 제가 어느 정도의 영어 실력을 갖고 있는지 모르는 상태였어요. 그래서 저는 제가 어느 정도의 실력을 갖고 있는지 모르니까 가장 낮은 하에다가 체크를 하게 됐습니다. 그래서 저는 아쉽게도 올림픽에 참여하지 못하게 됐어요. Unfortunately, I couldn't apply in Olympic. I failed. Yeah, my English level is low today. 그래서 어떻게 좋은 기회로 참여하게 돼서 패럴림픽에는 결국 참여하게 됐는데
Congratulations.
처음에 이렇게 많은 외국인 통역사들과 일할 때 저는 처음에 굉장히 겁을 먹었어요. 이제 영어를 한 번도 자주 써본 적도 없었기 때문에 굉장히 겁을 먹었었는데 그때 다른 통역사분이 저한테 말해주기를 Hey, English is a confidence. Just have a confidence. Yeah.
Believe it.
예. 그래서 그 후로 제가 외국인들과 먼저 다가가고 먼저 말을 걸고 하면서 이제 영어를 더 자주 사용하게 됐는데 그제서야 제 레벨이 중상급이라는 정도를 알게 되었습니다. 그리고 작은 에피소드를 하나 말하자면 제가 처음 이렇게 딱 아침에 출근을 하고 있는데 갑자기 기자들과 방송국에서 취재를 나오면서 갑자기 사람들이 많아지는 광경을 보게 됐어요. Why there is so crowded and I knew it. There's North Korean players came in the village and first time I surprised that I couldn't take a photo and something told as 저한테 너무 처음 봤을 때는 저는 북한 선수들을 처음 보는 경험이었기 때문에 굉장히 당황스럽고 말도 안 나왔고 사진도 못 찍을 정도로 그랬었는데 이제 선수촌에서 일을 하게 되면서 북한 선수들을 자주 만나고 먼저 인사를 건넸는데 받아주면서 이렇게 자주 만나진 못했지만 그래도 조금 더 친근하게 되는 계기가 있을 수 있었어요. 선수촌에서 일을 하면서. 그래서 네. At the last day, 북한 선수들의 마지막 날 of North Korean, I just say goodbye like, "Hey, see you again!" like jumping and shaking hands, and they answered like, "See you again, see you again." 그러면서 이제 나중에는 이렇게 처음에는 그분들도 딱딱하게 들어오셨고 저도 처음 보는 광경에 놀랐지만 선수촌에서 몇 번 인사하고 마주치는 것만으로도 친근하게 되셔서 마지막에는 크게 인사하고 웃으면서 받아주는 그런 작은 에피소드가 있었습니다.